Hello. Welcome back to Looking for Mom and our next installment of our Draw Steel mini campaign, not the Delian Tomb. Welcome back to my wonderful cast. Aiden, aka Ryan, will be joining us in a little bit. He actually has an exam to write. He's rushing home to join us as soon as he gets there. So hopefully his exam went well. Fingers crossed. He finished like 2 hours early, so that's a good sign. So last we left off, you had returned back to Broadhurst after a long night in the Delian Tomb, where you rescued a young girl from the clutches of a goblin ritual. The mother, extraordinarily happy for her return. The Gilded Hand, the so-called protectors of Broadhurst, not so much. So you had some words with the Gilded Hand, challenging them, and they apparently accusing you of stirring a hornet's nest, perhaps making things worse for the Gilded Hand and the folks of Broadhurst. The following day, while you were doing your laundry at the well in the town center, Scorch, you came across your good friend Gus the Goblin, who you spared, took mercy on, and brought to the edge of Broadhurst. Actually, no, he stayed behind, didn't he? He stayed behind to clean up the mess that you guys made there. But you found him there. He had a sack of goods with him, filled with all sorts of trinkets, cups, plates, knives, any daggers, anything he could get his hands on as his treasure. But he found you back in Broadhurst, a very dangerous place for him, because the town does not necessarily like goblins all that much. And it is unfortunate that Harold Targon, one of the knights of the Gilded Hand, found Gus and was about to dump him into the town well or torture him for information when you intervened, pleaded for mercy, pleaded for his life, and you struck a bargain of sorts. You had decided or agreed that you would take Gus to the Church of St. Griffin for an interrogation. But little did the folks of the Gilded Hand know that upon entering the church, he gained sanctuary, and the Gilded Hand were no longer allowed, and they did not have any authority within that church. So, thwarted at their attempts at finding out who this goblin is and blaming you or accusing you of befriending the goblins and being on the wrong side of justice, you stayed within the church with Gus while the Gilded Hand stormed off, pushing Aiden into the dirt along the way. The good abbot Loric of the church agreed to give you a blanket, Scorch. For what purpose, he does not know. You just wanted a blanket. So he went into the back room, produced the blanket, but at the same time indicated that he had just been robbed, holding open a large empty box. And that's where we'll start tonight. Let me find my screen here. Yeah, which one is it? Too many windows open. There we go.
This is the life of a director. So many windows open all the time.
So here you are in the stone structure of the Church of St. Griffin. Abbot Lorik standing before you, wide-eyed and panicked with an empty box. Who would take it? Such things, such sacred treasures. As he looks up at you pleadingly. Oh.
I think I have an idea, but I suppose it depends on what it is.
It is but sacred texts of St. Griffin. Why would anyone steal such things?
Did you give the Gilded Hand permission to be in the church here without you?
Well, the church has an open door policy. Villagers are free to come and go, pray or give offerings as they please.
GM, what do I know about who St. Griffin is? What kind of things they're associated with, that sort of thing?
All right.
Maybe somebody who has a better intellect and or religion skill might be the better person to make this role, but...
Well, we know Corval is a resident religious expert, although I don't know how learned Corval is. I find him to be a great conversationalist.
I'm up for making a roll, but I'm also just going to ask the abbot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just Abbot Lorik, what do these texts pertain to? Why would they be useful to someone?
I don't know. They're simply, they're sacred texts of St. Griffin, regaling his exploits as he saved the village from an evil necromancer. It's the telling of his story.
Do you know what they say? Can you tell us the story?
Well, most gladly. And he kind of perks up when you ask him that. Please, have a seat. And despite the picture that you see here, there are actually pews in this church for you to sit on. And he gets up, clears his throat as he stands before you, and he takes on the posture of somebody trying to teach students and proselytize a little bit to you. Now, St. Griffin. Now, I would not expect you to know of him. It was known as St. Griffin the Stout. He's the patron saint of Broadhurst. Many, many years ago, over 1,000 years ago, St. Griffin, he rescued the humble villagers of this area by constructing a bridge. Now, you might have noticed that stone bridge across the White River, not too far from here. He's constructed it by himself as a means for escape for people trying to flee the scourge of an evil necromancer. And upon his dying breath, he completed that bridge and gave his own life, his own everything, his spirit, so that others could live. And so he became saint of this area. He taught us that through endurance, you can overcome any challenge.
The bridge in question, is it magical?
Oh, no, I don't think so, but it is quite sturdy. It has stood for over 1,000 years. It's called Griffin's Arch.
Do you think this could have anything to do? I'm looking at Scorch and Corval rather than the abbot, unfortunately. I do respect his opinion. He's just not going to know what I'm referencing here. Do you think this has anything to do with whatever's sealed away in the tomb? Whatever they're doing in there? We encountered some of necromantic sort of things, right?
Do you say this out loud?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Oh, you're referring to the tomb where you found that young girl.
Yes.
Oh, that's a different story. And I can tell you that too if you like.
Oh, please do.
Now, the Delian Tomb is roughly about 1,000 years old as well. That's when the Kalian knights first entered this area and conquered and drove away the demons and all the nasty creatures so that the good folks could raise their children and live their lives in peace. They single-handedly drove back the demonic horde, perhaps summoned by this necromancer. And he's rumored to have been buried within that tomb, and there's a story of his cup. A cup that, if warriors were to drink from it, would give them extraordinary strength through their faith. Enough to defeat demons. Now, it's rumored that this cup is buried someplace deep within that tomb, but it's been over 1,000 years, and there have been tomb raiders that have come and gone, grave robbers. That place has been picked clean. There's nothing left in there.
There was a glowing door.
Nothing that's accessible left in there.
Glowing door, you say?
There was an entrance deeper that led deeper into the tomb, but the goblins were trying to use Violet to get into it, but we stopped them.
Blood ritual.
It was draining her
dark.
life, yes.
How dark indeed. It reminds me of tales from the old days, when the Kalian knights first arrived, and the demons that lived here before us. Do you think somebody is looking to, I don't know, perhaps resummon those demons?
Could someone do that with scrolls of St. Griffin?
There are many stories in there. Perhaps that is possible, although the magics described in there certainly would not help them.
Abbot Lorik, so I assume you've read these sacred texts once or twice, right? You are familiar with what's in them. Is there like local geography in there? Could someone, as Corval was alluding to, could someone read these texts and then use the information, even in an indirect way, to lead them to maybe something else that they're looking for, that whoever wrote the sacred texts didn't even realize they were, leaving a trail of breadcrumbs, geographically speaking?
Can you please make a presence check for me, Scorch?
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Any relevant skill involved?
Religion related or history, perhaps?
History. Yeah. You know I got history. All right, here we go. I'm rolling physical dice today, everybody. RNG, be damned. And that is a mere 11. tier 1.
Dice.
Gotta warm them up.
He looks at you, raises an eyebrow, and says, "No, the stories are of the deeds of St. Griffin, things that he did and accomplished. Now, it's interesting you ask, though, because the tomes that they stole were not the primary stories and the fables, not necessarily fables, stories and legends of St. Griffin. They were what some might call the apocrypha, the appendices, so to speak, the stories that never really made it into the proper formal teachings of St. Griffin, but those that perhaps had some contradictions or, frankly, if you ask me, nonsense.
How so?
Oh, well, nonsense. Saying that, for example, St. Griffin was of the female persuasion. And that perhaps, there was another story that perhaps those he saved were not human folk or... But again, contradictions, and they did not make it into the formalized texts of the sacred works of St. Griffin.
Now, when you say not of the human type, do you mean human or do you mean people that you see every day here in Broadhurst?
Can you make a presence roll for me, please?
Absolutely, I would love to. Does the persuasion skill apply here? Or maybe read person? Okay. Okay, 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 2 is 15, plus 2 is 17.
17. Nice roll. Again, most of those appendices were nonsense. There's even one appendix that claimed that he was rescuing demons.
Uh-huh. Fascinating.
Stories, mere footnotes. We keep them for historical accuracy or perspective, so to speak, but no one really pays those much attention.
Is the one who wrote? Do you know who wrote the appendices?
Oh,
Were
likely...
they primary sources or?
Well, all of the works that describe the teachings and the life of St. Griffin are considered primary, but some are more primary than others.
And how primary are the appendices?
Or die when putting that journalism degree to good use.
Well, why is there so much interest in these appendices? They're not
There must
even
be a
that
reason.
important.
Then why were they stolen?
Exactly. We're trying to figure out why somebody was interested in them enough to take them.
There have been stories circulating about this cup of Julius. Now, the Delian Tomb was named after Sir Delius, an Achillean knight who led the forces at that time. And from a historical perspective, it's assumed that Sir Delius and St. Griffin were present in the area at roughly the same time.
I think we saw the cup in the murals, right?
There were murals of warriors drinking from a cup.
That
And
checks out.
those same murals involved a lot of warriors killing a lot of demons, if I recall.
All of this sounds on the up and up. So why the appendices?
Indeed. I could only assume that whoever stole them perhaps would like to tell an alternate version of the truth. Perhaps their own interpretations of the workings of St. Griffin.
Abbott, maybe the situation here in is in Broadhurst is connected. Maybe these goblins were in the tomb trying to get into those lower levels, and maybe their presence is related to whoever stole these texts. But then again, maybe they're not. But it certainly seems like it's something that should be
Maybe
pursued.
some people are equivalating the goblins to demons. I don't know. Maybe they're looking to find a better way to defeat them.
The goblins want to do a little revisionist history? Is that
No.
is that what you're
I'm
thinking?
saying the people who wanted to get rid of the. Sorry, Gus. The people who wanted to get rid of the goblins might be finding the. I don't think the goblins are the antagonist here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Abbott, has anyone been interested in these texts and this specific story before? Has anyone sort of seen it scratches an itch for them whenever you
No.
would have mentioned it to
Oh.
anyone?
By St. Griffin, no. No, of course not. Again, these are footnotes, merely
Right.
worthy of being mentioned, but they are part of the sacred text still.
And is there any way that you could imagine, like, someone outside of town or even in town knowing about these footnotes? I mean, it seems like it's a pretty obscure thing that only someone who, serves the church itself or, has regular access to this place would even know about.
No. I mean, the good folks of Broadhurst, bless their souls, are simple folk. Farmers, woodcutters, charcoal burners. They're not scholars by any means. The only people who have come through of any worldly view of such as yourselves is the Gilded Hand.
Well, Mara is our prime suspect at the moment. Should we go talk to her?
Yeah, Mara was standing on the steps already during all the commotion at the well. And is it possible that the commotion at the well was some sort of obfuscation in order to avert everyone's gaze away from the doors of the church?
It could
Or
have been
maybe.
It could have been them trying to kill two birds with one stone, accomplish both goals at the same time. Find
Could
more
also just
information
be
about the
that
tomb and
Harold
then-
isn't exactly the sneaky sort. So he didn't need to be involved in this. And he got into his own trouble in the meantime.
Dear, you do not have a very high estimation of the Gilded Hand, now do you?
Do you?
Well, they are here as protectors of the town.
Have they done any protecting thus far?
Well, their mere presence seems to have instilled a sense of confidence amongst the villagers. That can't be a bad thing, can it?
No, not at all, Abbott. Feeling safe in your bed when you turn the light out is one of the most important things I think that anyone can have in their lives. So no, a confidence, a feeling of security, that's very, very important. But so is in the most literal sense, being safe from goblin attack or any other attack or any other violence, and being safe in the bosom of justice is also an important concept. And something tells me that these Gilded Hand, the longer they're here, the longer their own capricious nature is going to drive them to dispense whatever justice happens to appeal to them in that moment, not the kind that would appeal to most of the folk here in town.
He looks past you at the front pew where Gus is still sitting, eyeing that shiny bauble on top of the altar.
Gus, no. No.
He can look. Fine.
You can look, don't touch.
We talked about it already. You don't need to.
You're right.
I must ask, I am a little confused myself, and I believe many of the townsfolk are as well. You came to the defense of that goblin, and in doing so made an enemy of the Gilded Hand.
They already didn't like us, Abbott.
We only seek to help out the people of Broadhurst.
Of that, I have no doubt. If it were not for you, I'm sure that young woman would have met a most terrible fate. But wasn't it him and his kin that was responsible for that heinous act?
It may have been his kin, but he has shown remorse since those actions took place. I am willing to maybe not necessarily forgive and forget, but at least give him the option to change.
He helped us get to her.
Abbott, there's an old saying where I come from that the enemy of your enemy is in many cases your friend. And when you're out there and you're putting your life on the line, doing what we do, you got to make snap judgments. And sometimes the judgments are wrong, and you understand that. But the more you hone that edge of your reason and your instincts, more often than not, your snap judgment is correct. And we made that call, and Gus became the enemy of our enemy.
Well, that is extraordinary. What do you intend on doing with him?
Plans might be changing now that he is actively being targeted for torture and interrogation and had to take sanctuary here, if I'm being honest. We had an initial plan and it didn't really work out.
You mean to keep
Abbott,
him here, then?
What? Well, you offered sanctuary. Why did you do that?
Well, despite... You vouched for this creature, and the poor thing looked so wretched. I thought I could at least give him a little reprieve, but I cannot keep him here forever.
Then we ask only for the time being, then. Let us help Broadhurst, let us figure out what the Gilded Hand is up to. And once we believe that it is safe for Gus to leave, he may do so of his own free will.
We will also help search for the texts that have been taken as well. It's important. And I would like to read those footnotes myself, if I'm being a little bit selfish there.
Of course. Well, if you don't mind me saying, I would direct you first to the proper texts of St. Griffin.
Of course.
First.
Of course. We must compare the two.
I do have a copy. As he kind of walks up to the front of the church to grab a copy, where you can see Gus grabbing a book and putting it into his sack.
Do you have a loaning system? Perhaps somebody could check out a book to take it to their quarters to read themselves?
Of course, I have many copies.
Wonderful. Gus, should we write your name down as the one who checked out that book and we'll return it later?
Gus just looks up at you. What book?
Gus.
He opens up his sack, pulls the book out. Gus is a good mushroom.
Indeed.
You see Abbot Lorick take the book from Gus's hand, just looks at Gus with a little bit of fear in his face. No, Gus, please. Take it, read it, perhaps, if you can. Maybe you might learn something of good works and the power of endurance and faith. And Gus just
if what you say of your St. Griffin is correct, Abbot Lorick, one individual who doesn't give up can make a difference. Now look at Gus.
You have been listening. You should come to my sermons this weekend.
Perhaps I shall. Perhaps I could talk of the great hero Grohl, if you think your parish would listen to that as well.
There are some very excellent stories, and I do believe that they don't contradict at all.
Yeah, but think of it as a battle of the bands type situation.
They don't need to be in competition, Scorch. My point was that they don't contradict each other.
Grohl had more of a focus on teamwork and how we as a group can do great things together.
Well, far be it from me to disparage your beliefs. I would ask that you respect mine. This is a house of worship to St. Griffin. If you wish to have those discussions, I would be happy to teach you the ways of St. Griffin in private, perhaps, but not in front of my congregation. I hope you understand.
Scorch
That's a
will,
monotheistic attitude.
Scorch will kind of nudge Corval a little bit and say, I mean, that seems fair, Corval. I mean, this is the man's house, you know. It's the house of the saint, you know. I mean, it's home field advantage and everything. You got to give it to him.
Grohl would totally kick St. Griffin's butt.
Nobody has to kick anybody's butts. They can get along. We will check in once we've had a chance to get cleaned up after all of that chaos. Thank you very much, Abbott.
Very, very well. And you see Gus get up with his sack to follow you.
Gus, you gotta stay here, bud. You gotta stay here for the time being. If you leave this building, that bad guy that was gonna toss you in the well, they're gonna hurt you. The abbot here agreed to protect you. He's gonna take care of you, but you gotta stay indoors here. Do you think you can do that?
I'm much safer with you.
Nah, not at this moment. You're not. We're vulnerable right now, Gus. We're in a bad position. We're not able to protect you the way that this man here can. This man here is the strongest chieftain in this town right now, and he's especially strong inside these walls. You got to stay there.
Can you make another presence check for me, please?
Sure thing.
Can I give a help action by giving Gus a disappointed look from behind?
Sure, I'll give you +2.
All right, so we got 14 plus 1 is 15 plus 2 is 17, so that'll be tier 3.
All right. So Gus,
thank you for the help action.
He visibly looks crushed when you say he can't come with you. You see him slump his bag with a clatter to the floor. Okay, Gus is a good mushroom. Gus will stay. If you tell him to.
You got to do it, Gus. You got to stay. You take care of yourself, and you make sure you ask the abbot's permission in order to put anything in your bag here. And Scorch will kind of look at both Corval and Ardiawin and just kind of like give them that look like, look, we got to do this. And I'll just kind of take a look at his bag and just lift the little bag up just to make sure even though there's no possible way he made it to that back reliquary or whatever and took that book.
Oh, you're looking specifically for what got stolen.
Yes, just in case. And I look,
there
and
are
it's
many creatures out there that can sense a thief, and it's their favorite thing to chase one down in the woods when they're traveling through and have a little bit of a treat. They know exactly where a thief may be, no matter how hard they may hide.
Mm-hmm. And that's when bad mushrooms get chopped. Right, Ardiawin?
No, they don't eat mushrooms. They eat thieves.
Right.
Can Scorch make an intuition check for me, please?
Oh, okay. And Andrew, I'm assuming that the book, the sacred texts were not in Gus's bag.
Oh, that's what the text is for. See if you can see it.
Oh, okay, perfect. So it's 11 on the dice, intuition +2, so that's going to be 13.
Do you have an awareness skill?
I do not have. I do have alertness actually, but I don't have search. So yeah, search is probably the better skill here.
Yeah. So you just take a quick peek, and Gus is extraordinarily protective of his sack, but he just kind of let it slump down to the ground and opens up a little bit, and you can see the stuff. You don't see any books in there. You just see like a tin cup, a plate, a fork, and just some daggers kind of mashed in there.
Good. I nod to Darwin and Corval, and then Aiden, who's been very quiet this whole time. And
I'm tired.
Nod. Yeah. And I nod, and I'm like, we're good. We're good. They're not in there. We're good.
And Abbot Lorik says, very, very good then. I would very much appreciate if you could find and recover my books. I don't have much in the way of material things to reward you with, but perhaps a good blessing and a word from St. Griffin might suffice.
Of course.
Darwin, did you want to write that in the quest journal?
Hang on, let me open Discord to our threads, and I'll put it on our quest list.
Hey, I mean, more of a video game joke, but but yeah.
Oh no, dude, we saw the
What,
notification
y'all
pop up.
don't have to-do lists in your campaign group? What?
Normally I do.
All right, so do you leave the church then?
Yep.
Where would you like to go?
If we're still near the town square, can we see? Can we see if the Gilded Hand is still around?
They are not.
We know they're staying at the tavern. If you want to head there. Sorry, I'll say that in character. Should we head to the tavern to see if the Gilded Hand is there?
Are we?
I think, like, obviously, the joke was already made, but I do think Aiden is like very quiet right now. I think he's very kind of like hand over the waist, just kind of like holding himself up at the moment. And I think he just goes like, I mean, I'd like to talk to Ashley first, if that's all right.
Are you sure about that?
What, talking to Ashley? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you're barely standing right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying not to go to the bar.
Okay.
I don't think it'd hurt to check in with Ashley and Violet and see how they're doing. We really don't need to be... Listen, I don't think we would be the ones to start a fight, but we would be the ones to finish it.
Ashley and Violet are our strongest supporters. I think Aiden's right. Aiden, we should go talk to them. You should go talk to them.
I agree that it is good to check in on them. Seeing Gus probably brought up some bad flashes.
Corval, what are you thinking right now? I mean, I'm feeling like we should stay out of that tavern for now. But you wanna go back in there? And I mean, do you want to confront those people? What do you want to do?
I think we should. They're up to something, and I don't think that they're as inclined to start a fight as much as we are. So,
but I mean, now, Corval, I know that you've always been a very direct person, and sometimes you go right at a thing, but sometimes you can't go right at a thing. You got to go sideways sometimes in order to
understand.
Yeah. Maybe we should avoid them for now and suss out maybe what's going on in this town, and get some ammunition and maybe earn some allies and make a move against them when we're in a position of strength.
I do agree that we should maybe earn some renown here within the town, help out Broadhurst as much as we can, but we know what the issue is. Why not cut it off at its head? For lack of a better term. And again,
Alright,
I'm not saying we start a fight, but Mara will need to be confronted. We need to know if they stole scrolls or not.
Yeah, I don't think we're. I don't.
Maybe we can do it a sneaky way, though. Maybe we can just like search their rooms while they're, while they're distracted.
Harold does deserve to wake up to wet shoes. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about, Adaiwin. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, see, that's how you
We
do
have
it.
also made a connection with Ilwith. who
And just so
may
we're on the
speak
same
with us.
page, you're thinking urinating in his shoes, right?
I mean, I can do that.
Or, oh, never. I'm sorry, Daya. You meant like pour a pitcher of water on him. That's what I meant too. I'm sorry.
I mean,
what were you
juice
saying?
would be best because then it would be sticky.
I mean, I
That's
think
true.
this would too, but that's just. me
We're
taking
doing
a-
this as we're walking.
taking a
the
pass
path.
now.
Yeah, as we're walking. We are walking. Thank you. Well done. And I cut, Daiwin, I cut you off there. But I was so, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Well, we could also speak with Ilwith privately. I think she might be a little more open to things. I just don't trust Harold to not start swinging, I think is the main thing. He seems to be on a bit of a hair trigger.
Even so, I think Mara has him on a tight leash. I think we look better within this town so far than the Gilded Hand does. We've actually saved someone. We've actually shown that we are protectors here, while they've only said so. They only have their word when we have our actions. They're not, I don't think the Gilded Hand wants to start a fight here in this town and even lose even more of the people's respect, especially after what happened with Gus and the Reeve.
I have a question for Andrew. Are the Gilded Hand? I guess this is kind of a twofold question, but like, one is this: are we dealing with like a small sect of like a larger whole, or is this like it? And then kind of part two to that is like, are they a generally well-respected group like outside of this town, or are they just a bunch of people that came in and they're like, we're wearing armor, respect us? Like, what are we working with here?
Go ahead and make a reason test for me.
I would love to. I have the culture skill, if you think that would
Sure.
help.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I keep my ear to the ground. Oh, but not enough. You said reason?
Yeah.
All right. So that's with the skill, that's an 8 minus 1 is 7.
All right, yeah. Gilded Hand is this the first you've ever heard of them? You have no idea if they have
Yeah.
reached beyond Broadhurst.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think we could take him.
Well, all right. So Aiden, do you want to go talk to Ashley and Violet and check in with them and maybe see what there is to see inside that blacksmith shop? And then maybe the rest of us will go to the bar, or we can go 2 and 2. We can split up. We can all go together. Aiden, what would you like?
I mean, really, I just have a project that I need to talk to them about. And he kind of like takes out a scrap of paper from his back pocket, and kind of unfolds it, and it looks like his sword, like the one that's strapped to his hip, the only piece of gear that he has on him right now. And like drawn on the scrap of paper, or like hide or whatever, is it looks like little like symbols, like runes that kind of like go along the metal of the blade. And he just goes, I just need them to. He kind of thinks for a second. I just need them to like carve the channel so that I can fill the river with water, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely, of course. As someone who engages in crafting every now and then, I think I understand. Is this the first time that Aiden is showing Scorch this document here?
Probably. I don't think he's really had the means to to work on his sword, even though he
Mhm.
has used blacksmithing tools before.
Right. Scorch will say, you should have shown this to me a long time ago. We had plenty of evenings there where I could have been helping you with this, even if we were just building forms and crucibles and whatnot.
Yeah.
Even though we could have been doing a lot of work on this, bud.
No, it never felt like the right time.
Yeah, I think now is the right time, but I just want to caution you. Don't take advantage of Ashley. I think she's in a position, right?
No,
And
no.
I know you wouldn't. I know you don't need to hear that, but don't you feel like she's in a position where there's no way she's going to say no to you? And
She did
Scorch,
offer
how
her-
much work do you think engraving a sword is?
oh well, I mean this. It's how many swords have you engraved? I mean, I've engraved 2. And it's a lot of work, especially if there's magical properties. My mentor Magnus used to have us working at that night and day, and we'd say, "Oh, Magnus, our hands are tired. We've been at this all day." And he'd say, "Well, now your backs are going to be tired too because you just pulled lawnscaping duty." So we learned very quickly not to complain.
Ashley did offer her services, and in times of stress, getting to work might be a good way to relieve some of that.
That's true.
Aiden, let me go with you. I'm very interested in what this is, if that's okay with you. And also, I think if I see Harold's face, I may be the one to start the fight. If I'm being quite honest right now, I do not want to speak with them and be civilized. Ilwith is fine. Ilwith can hang.
Aiden just kind of chuckles and just heads towards the blacksmith, just kind of in his head.
So while Ardeowen and Aiden head to the blacksmiths, where
Real quick,
do
Ryan,
Scorch,
check Discord when you can.
where do Scorch and Corval head to?
I'll go with them. We'll go to the blacksmith together. Like, I'm not gonna. I think Corval disagrees that we probably. I think Corval internally does disagree and thinks that we should go track to see, make sure the hand doesn't get too far ahead of us. But it's better that we all stick together. So Corval has no problem going to the blacksmith too.
Okay. And Scorch?
Yeah, Scorch is going to be looking at Corval, and when he turns to follow Aiden, Scorch is going to smile a little bit, like, "All right, perfect. we're not picking a fight right now. All right," and he'll turn and follow Corval.
All right. So you make your way to the blacksmith shop, and you see her hard at work outside. Looks like she's hammering away at some horseshoes. Her daughter Violet sees you. She's carrying a bucket of water, and she smiles when she sees you, and says, "Thank you." And notice that you're actually coming to them. Rushes back to her mother to tell her, and mother puts down her hammer, walks out, cleans off her apron. "Well, hello. Thank you for stopping by."
Yeah, no worries. I mentioned earlier that I had something that I would appreciate some help with. Have you ever changed a sword after it's done?
Change the
I don't
sword
know how-
after it's done. Like, you mean change the hilt? Perhaps sharpen the blade? What do you mean?
He kind of looks and sees that everyone's inside and the door's closed, and she takes out his sword from the scabbard, and rests it on a table or whatever, and takes out the piece of paper, and he just says, someone I knew a while ago, they taught me how to He kind of like gets in his head, and he's like trying to find the right words. And every time he'll like start a sentence and get probably 3 words in and then stop. Probably 2 times. And he just kind of takes a breath and wipes his face. He just goes, I've been waiting for the right time to kind of look into some of the things that my ancestors used to be able to. And I need some help with that. And the first step that I need to do is to carve these into that. Carve these runes. That's all I need here, and it shouldn't take too much time. I just need the right help.
She picks up the sword and like looks down at the blade. Can you describe what the sword looks like?
Yeah.
As she examines
it is, I would say, relatively simple. It is the same sword that I've had since Coraval found me in the woods. It's slightly darker than steel, and it's hard to tell because it's like dented and really dirty, like covered in rust spots. But there is like a slight kind of almost Damascus pattern where like if you look really closely and you clean off a certain space, there are the waves and the lines. And the sharp edge that goes along the edge of the blade is the only part that there is like no like pock marks or dents or anything. It's a perfect edge, and the tip is like black, like right where the point is. It's like a black line on the edge of the sword. Even through all the like the muck and the grime, Aiden still tends to it better than it might seem. Even though visually it has a lot of marks on it, very few of them are actually like damaged to the blade. It's like he keeps it just a little too messy all the time.
Yeah, she holds up the blade, she examines it, looks down the length of it, holds it up to the light and says, "This is marvelous. Now, I'm not a swordsmith of any kind, but I could recognize good steel when I see it, and excellent craftsmanship. Whoever made this was a master."
Yeah, he was a prick. It's okay.
Is it somebody in your family?
Yeah, it was.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me.
Would you like me to clean it? I notice it's a little tarnished here.
That's fine. I can. I'll be dealing with that later. No, I just right now I would just love any help with carving these runes, and I can provide my hands too. I've done them once before.
Oh, no. I can do engravings. That's quite simple. May I see?
Sure.
What do you intend to engrave?
Oh yeah, and I hand over the scrap of paper, and it's probably like 5 runes that go from the tip of the blade down to like right above the crossguard. And it's the same runes on both sides.
This must be very special to you.
Yeah, I think it is.
I will do my very best to honor this blade and the swordsmith who made it, and to you. I shall make this my top priority.
Yeah. No, thanks.
I shall have it done by the end of the day.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there
I'll
anything
come back
else
later.
I can?
No, I'm all set.
She looks across to the rest of you. I owe you a great favor.
You don't owe us anything, Ashley. Not at all. Nothing. But since we're here, if hypothetically speaking, and he'll kind of look around and make sure no one's like, there's no one like passing by and listening at the shop or anything, right? We're alone. He says, just while we're here, just if something were to happen between us and them, is there anyone else in town that you think we could count on?
Them being the Golden Hand.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw the. I did see that confrontation at the well this morning. Well, there are the people of Broadhurst are good folk for the most part. I mean, they're hard workers, honest to a fault. They have their opinions on things, and strong ones at that. But they're dependable and reliable. You could trust pretty much anybody in town. Is there something that's going to happen?
No, not necessarily. We certainly hope not. We're not looking for violence, but when you deal in violence the way that we do on occasion, sometimes it's unavoidable.
You are in a very dangerous line of work.
It chose us. We didn't. Sorry, Ashley. This is your shop. Please.
I just wish that you could find peace. You deserve so much. You've saved my daughter. I will be forever in your debt for that. You have my loyalty and my word. I will do everything within my power and ability to help you.
Thank you.
No, thank all of you.
I think Aiden. I think he walks out. I think he steps outside.
Yep, I'll follow Aiden.
Yeah, I think Daya is going to head out. Assuming Scorch follows as well, or do you want a moment with Ashley alone?
There's just one thing, if you guys don't mind.
Absolutely.
I'd like to stay behind for a second. And can we have the camera stay with the three as they exit?
Sure. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for
So,
indulging me.
Daya walking out is going to be like, so I still really don't want to go back to the Red Inn yet.
Yeah.
I plan to just go about town, maybe gather some restocks on our supplies, chit-chat with a few people, get to know some of the townsfolk, who's who, on that sort of thing. Aiden, you look like you didn't sleep at all, even though I know very well that you did, because we made
Yeah.
sure of it.
I have
Corval,
resting, exhausted face.
you do, and that's okay, but also you spat some blood when you got shoved to the ground earlier, I think.
Yeah.
That was a thing that happened.
I think I'm gonna get some new clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think
really
we just
quick.
need a maintenance day.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Corval, before we left to head back here, and when Boudica went to go, she handed me back this, and I hand you the golden ring from the tomb. I think every day that goes by, I think I owe a little bit more to you for pointing me in the right direction.
As Corval puts on the rings, like, that's going to be especially true now. Will you please spend these goddamn recoveries?
If only I had recoveries to spend.
Well, now you got 2 more now with the bloodbane.
Oh shit!
Because our pools combine.
Oh man, I will do that. If you want to mark off one of yours, I will. I will regain that stamina.
For the audience, I know this isn't a learn to play series anymore, but we like to explain what this ring is because it is a magic item we received at the end of the tutorial adventure of the Delian Tomb.
Yes.
It's a really cool magic item.
It's incredibly cool. I don't have the item in front of me right now.
I could just do it off the dome if you want.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so the rings are something that essentially, if I recall correctly, it allows the 2 people wearing the rings to treat their recovery pools as one recovery pool that they get to split between the 2 of them however they'd like. And the recovery value will always be the higher of the 2. So for example, if one person has recovery value of 7 and the other has 10, both of them get 10 as their recovery value while they're wearing rings. However, if one takes damage, the other also takes a little bit of damage as well. They also share when they get hit. So
sweet.
Technically, we can only do this during a respite, but
we're hoping that we're in the middle of a respite right now.
I hope
right,
we're in the middle
Andrew?
of a respite right now.
Well, that depends if you guys want to pick another fight.
That's a good point.
At that moment, Scorch emerges from the shop, wearing a fresh blanket as a poncho with a belt around his waist. And he kind of settles it on himself and goes, "All right, what's next?"
That's not a vision of Clint Eastwood there.
we heard the whistle.
It feels a little bit like we're kind of in this town. Like we are all the man with no name here, if you're familiar with that particular story. Playing some sides against each other or something. I don't know.
I think we saw a traveling carnival play that once.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I don't know. I'm feeling like we're in that right now. We're not doing too good.
Yeah.
As you guys are about to leave, you do see Violet rushing up to catch up to you. If you hold up for just a second, please.
Of course.
Yeah.
And as she arrives, she's holding onto a little basket and says, I'm terribly sorry about the way I behaved this morning. When I saw your friend Gus, I just felt like I was back in that horrible place for a moment. But is he safe now?
Yes. He's also getting some more lessons in culture and kindness from the abbot as well. He's prone to mistakes right now, but he does have a good heart. And he is being kept safe from those who would accost him as well, for both meanings of that word.
And he really did help you rescue me.
Absolutely.
You did.
She looks down at the basket she's carrying. It's covered right now. And could you give this to him? It's a small token of my thanks. It's just some buns that I baked this morning.
I think he'll really appreciate those.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And she just comes in for a tight squeeze of a hug. Thank you. And she blushes a little bit and runs away.
How does Darwin react to impromptu hugs?
I think she is actually surprisingly very comfortable with physical touch. In fact, if you were to, when we first met, and she had gotten injured or you had gotten injured or something and gone for a hug, she would have been fine with it. Like, I think her family that she grew up with is very casual about physical affection, and she's very used to it.
Hell yeah. Hell
Alright.
yeah.
So where do you guys want to go to now? Do you guys want to go back to the Featherbed Inn, to the church, or do you want to explore a little bit?
I want to get some clothes. I think I want to change the look just a little bit.
Okay.
And of course, Aiden's only been rocking one set of clothes ever since we met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scorch has had 3 outfits so far.
Yeah.
Actually 4 if you count the napkins. But yeah, Daya, we don't need to. She is truly like basically going quote unquote downtown, whatever places are open for business, and her intent isn't to window shop. She just wants to see who's who, get a look around at who's in the village, what's in the village. Basically just go out for a stroll, and be in town.
Okay. This is more of a very rural type place. So it's not like a downtown.
I'm imagining like
Everyone-
a general store where people get farming supplies is mostly what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There would be like a tailor or seamstress to repair clothes and whatnot. That would be the closest thing for you, Aiden, if you would like to visit them.
Yeah.
Okay. Just turning into a shopping episode. Corval and Scorch, how about you guys?
I think similar to our Daiwin, I would like to go about town asking folks like about like current events, trying to get an idea if anybody needs help with anything, trying to figure out how we can make ourselves seen within the town and show that we're actually here to help and get things done.
Yeah, we're on the same goal path here. I want to be
traveling-
known, is the point.
Okay. Are you traveling together or splitting up?
Might as well together, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
If anybody seems to not exactly be open to one of us, the other can step in, and vice versa.
Okay.
Definitely
And
hang
how
out at a
about-
park for like an hour.
How about Scorch?
Yeah, I mean, if the three of them are sticking together, then Scorch will stick with the group. But if Aiden is gonna go off on his own, he'll go with Aiden.
I'm just going to a tailor. You're welcome to hang out, but I don't think anything too exciting is going to be happening on my end.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, Aiden probably expresses the same thing of like, I just have some just a different outfit that I want to look into.
Yeah, Scorch likes the idea of kind of like what Corval's got in mind of just picking up some local rumors, just kind of getting to know some people. I feel like we're still strangers here, and we may have been lauded for helping Violet, but that goodwill is going to run out eventually. And so I think the sooner we get to know people here and what their story is, the better we'll be able to understand what we need to do here. And in fact, the last thing Scorch will say if we split up a little, he'll say, remember the smartest thing we might be able to do here is to just leave town. That ultimately that might be what these people actually need. I don't think that's the case, but we have to be ready for that eventuality.
Let's find out.
Andrew, weird question. What's the weather like here?
Today is sunny. After the previous night of rain and kind of drizzle, it's cleared up
Wonderful.
a bit. It's quite
Wonderful.
nice.
Once we've run out of places to kind of pretend to window shop and chit chat with the shopkeep or whatever it may be, if there's some kind of town square or park or just public space where it wouldn't be weird to sit outdoors, Daya will find a nice seat and just pluck away at her instrument, just trying to be seen just existing in town. She's not putting anything out for money or anything like that, just enjoying a beautiful day.
Well, if you're looking at the map in Owlbear,
Right.
you'll see that little cluster of buildings surrounding a well in the middle there. Let me ping it here. That little where my purple dot is. That is where the blacksmith is right off of that, actually.
Mhm.
Across from it is a cobbler. There's a butcher nearby. This is downtown Broadhurst,
Mhm.
so to speak.
Downtown Broadhurst.
And that's where a lot of people kind of hang out, cross paths, make conversation. It is probably the busiest part of the town.
Mhm.
I'll say the tailor is right off there too. So you guys aren't too far away from one another at this point
Yeah.
in time.
It's just like not a super big place.
No, it's not. So Aiden, you duck into the tailor. Then three of you duck into perhaps maybe the butcher, the cobbler, just kind of making your way around. Can you guys make I'm gonna say, who's gonna be the one doing all the talking, do you think?
I mean, I want it to be the
The face character. I can do it, yeah. Does my perform or persuade, possibly flirt could apply to this, depending on the shop? I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely flirt in every situation here.
And I'll let you pick two of those. That's fine.
Okay. So I rolled 13 on the die, plus 2 for my presence, plus 2 for using a skill. I don't think you can stack them. I forgot how math works. 17.
17. All right.
So
The general consensus that you get from just having conversations with various townsfolk is they're not really sure why the Gilded Hand are here. They really haven't had too many troubles recently. Sure, a sheep goes missing, or there's some rumors of things in the forest, but nobody really ventures too far into them aside from the woodcutter. So not quite sure why they're here. The disappearance of Violet was the most traumatic thing that happened in recent memory, and everyone's talking about it and how you guys came to the rescue when the Gilded Hand, who were apparently sent here by the Baron, did nothing. So there's a little bit of confusion. If you're going to take a straw poll of the population of Broadhurst right now, it would clearly land in your favor as opposed to the Gilded Hand. The Gilded Hand hasn't really done anything for them, except a lot of bluster. They are curious about the goblin friend that you picked up, though. So sometimes they'll try and steer the conversation towards, hey, by the way, what's the deal with the goblin? And how would you respond to that?
I would make it clear that he did help rescue Violet. He did not necessarily even, I do spin a bit of a tale. He didn't necessarily even want to fight against us when it came time for him to help his comrades. He was more of a hider than a fighter. And when we asked him for his help, he helped us fight against the undead that we came across. And when it came time to leave the tomb and take Violet back to town, he volunteered to stay back and clean up and prevent others from using the tomb for such nefarious purposes. But unfortunately, he was just one goblin and couldn't defend it when another group tried to come in, so he ran back to us for help.
Okay. So this story begins to spread around town like wildfire. It's a small town. They've got nothing else to do but gossip and spread rumors. While you're standing in the middle of town, Aiden, you're still getting fitted for your new clothes, which I'll ask you to describe in a moment. But you notice a polder walking towards you, wearing robes. You recognize him as the one belonging to the Gilded Hand. He sees you, broad smile on his face, and he walks right up to the three of you. Now, hello there. I don't think we have been formally introduced.
Not formally, at least. Pleasure.
No. The pleasure, of course, is all mine. You are quite the heroes in town, from what I understand.
Some of them, at least. I know what group of heroes you belong to, but what is your name?
find my name. 1 second. My name is Bodorf. At your service.
Pleasure.
Bodorf Buckfeather. And he bows deeply in front of you. He is a very well coiffed holder, like standing next to Scorch in his toga poncho. He's wearing beautiful, like almost forest green robes. He's got a collar around him that would indicate that he is a holy person of some kind, a man of faith. And he carries in his hand, tucked under one hand, a large tome or vault.
Oh, of the Brindle Wither Buckfeathers?
I'm sorry?
The Buckfeather family of Brindle Wither.
Oh, you know the place.
Of you.
Oh, good things. I do hope. Well, I did want to meet the heroes of Broadhurst, the heroes of Violet, that young girl, I believe her name was. And now that I stand here before you, I must say I am truly impressed. You've done a great service to the people of Broadhurst, and especially to that young girl. Bravo.
You seem to have an opposing viewpoint to Mara.
Opposing?
She was quite unhappy with our heroics.
Oh, I wouldn't say unhappy. Perhaps surprised. But who would not want that young girl to have been rescued?
Can I make a read person roll?
Certainly can. Certainly can.
Insight check.
What stat would you like this to be?
This would be intuition, I think.
Damn it. Okay. Okay, that's only a 12, so tier 2, I think.
Okay. He seems pleasant enough. There is a keenness about him, though. There is a deep intelligence to this man.
I'm going to make a quip in Corsarian, which is the Polder language, and I'm going to make it's going to be like a kind of a homely adage, like speak softly and carry a big stick, kind of a quip, but more along the lines of it's more of like a stupid is as stupid does, I guess. And in regards to him calling us heroes and suggesting that we are, we've done something good, and how excited he, just his use of the word heroes. And I'm gonna say the word hero in Corsarian, and then you make the quip as stupid is as stupid does, kind of a thing. And to get a read on him and kind of see his reaction. I'm also trying to determine if he's part of the Gilded Hand, he must be a polder of action, and does he appear to be a spellcaster?
Go ahead and make an intuition check for me, please.
Alrighty. The old intuition check coming at you. Here we go. And that would be a 17 without any modifiers. 20, so it's definitely tier 3.
Yeah, he is definitely a spellcaster of some kind. And with that tier 3 success, given the way he's dressed, you would surmise that he is a conduit.
Okay. Okay. A conduit. And so I'm going to speak in Corsarian, and I apologize to my friends who don't speak it. But I'm trying to, get an edge on this guy. I don't like it when I feel like someone's smarter than me. But so I'm going to ask him for a blessing. The way I would like my parson back home when I was a little child.
Oh, you honor me. Of course. And he responds to you in your same tongue. I would be honored. And he pulls out his tome, places his hand on it for a moment, closes his eyes, and do you mind as he places his hand on, reaches to place his hand on your chest?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do whatever the traditional polder greeting of a blessing, and I'll I'll just put my chest out. Go ahead and touch it. I didn't, just we got it.
Okay. So he places his hand on your chest,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "May all that you seek, and all that obstructs you from the goals that you desire, bend to your will, and you achieve everything you deserve."
Interesting. And I'll say amen, or whatever the equivalent of amen would be. Of course, I don't know this faith, I don't think so, or maybe I do. Do I recognize it?
Did he say the prayer in Kalian or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll switch to Kalian, and I'll say out loud, it's a good thing that there's so many holy men here in Broadhurst, because we're all so close to our gods here, obviously, and we're close to our gods, and luckily we're so far from the goblins now, so that's good.
Yes. Faith is a very powerful tool to have, and when you are armored with it, there's not much that can touch you. But tell me, your heroic deeds speak for yourselves. You are new in town. I haven't heard of much, or if anything else, about you except for the deeds that you have done since you have arrived. Are you known through other parts of this vast kingdom, or are you, shall we say, new to the scene?
Well,
now above table. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Darwin, why don't you tell him the story of who found all those baby griffins in the village of what was the name of that village, Aiden?
In Sears Morning. In Sears Morning, yes. So above table, back
This is
when
the real
we were
reason I
doing
left.
the pre-recorded campaign, the pre-gen sheet that we were using for our Diawin did actually already have a point of renown before we started the campaign. However, I did change her background. She no longer was already an entertainer before this, so she no longer was famous before this. I'm so sorry to tell everybody this.
Oh no. Okay.
But she does, yeah, she'll spin a little bit of a tale of, like, there are a couple of places where we're locally famous, of course, our hometowns. We are quite well known in those areas before we decided to embark. In fact, some of us were encouraged to embark for only the best of reasons, because Cloraval, in particular, I believe, was encouraged to go out so the rest of the world could see how heroic he was. Our Diawin would phrase this better than Rosie is phrasing this right now. And she'll spin some story of whatever baby griffins we rescued in the village of Sears Morning, in Shroudmore territory before we got here. She'll go, but there was something I wanted to ask that was more relevant to where we are right now, though. Did you hear yet about what happened to the abbot with the text?
Before he answers that, can you make a presence check? I just want to see how well your tale was spun.
Can this be a performance, perhaps?
Yeah, certainly can be. Yeah.
Yeah, my tale was like the people me and Aiden ran into didn't live to tell those tales.
Besties, may I please use a hero point to reroll those snake eyes?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeesh.
Much better. Okay, that is 13 plus 4 for a 17. I keep rolling 13s, but in different ways.
All right. That's 17. He says, very impressive. Very, very impressive indeed. And yes, I have heard. Well, it's a small town, and rumors spread quite quickly within it. apparently there was a robbery, a thief in town. No.
Hard to say if they're still here. Unfortunately, when we arrived with Gus, something had already been taken before Gus even arrived, and he was with us the entire time leading up to it. So it was clearly somebody else.
Clearly not that goblin. Well, thank you for bringing that up. In fact, that is what I am doing now. I'm conducting an investigation on the disappearance of those holy words. As members of the Gilded Hand, and I shall regale you of our tales and experiences throughout these lands as well. We have been known to solve many problems in the past and recover many artifacts and deal with many monsters and threats to communities such as this. Normally,
We've heard of the many empty pockets left in your wake.
such is the price of peace, my friend.
Corvo, don't interrupt the man. He's about to tell us about all the great exploits that the Gilded Hand are capable of. Please. Broadhurst, please go on.
Oh, thank you, my good man. Scorch, I've heard people call you by that name. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's Scorvith was the name my mother gave me, or the mother my name gave me, however you want to say it. But I found that Scorch is shorter.
I shall honor you with the name your mother gave you, Scorveth,
Pleasure.
as is only proper. No, typically the Gilded Hand doesn't involve ourselves with petty things like local thievery and such whatnot. We typically deal with more malicious threats, things such as goblins and demons and whatnot.
Demons like the good Saint Griffin.
Excuse me?
Demons like the good Saint Griffin. You've faced them as well.
Well, yes, of course. We've slain many demons in our exploits.
Wow.
Interesting.
All here in the barony?
Oh, here and there, but this part of the barony is new to us. We've only just arrived, as you see, only a few days before you yourselves did, from what I understand. You know what? This has been an absolute delight. It was a pleasure meeting heroes such as yourselves. It's so comforting to know that there are people of action in this village now to take up a good cause. Good on you. It was a pleasure meeting you all. And he turns to leave.
As soon as he's out of earshot.
Mhm.
What was that guy steal?
Did I recognize the guy? I'll say to Corvo, did you catch a look at his book?
Andrew, did I catch a look at his book?
It was just a
Sorry.
big ass tome.
Does anyone recognize that the prayer? I mean, it was interesting. It involved bending things to your will. I don't hear Corvo. I don't feel like I've heard you use any kind of scripture of that kind.
Prayers from my tribe aren't as formal as the ones here amongst you civilized folk, and he does the quotations for civilized folk.
Mhm.
I'm going to be honest, he felt incredibly disingenuous, although I cannot put my finger on why.
Agreed. And his hand was abnormally warm when he put it on my chest. I didn't really care for that. And a little clammy, I think, too. Luckily, the blanket absorbed most of that. I'd like to do a reason test and do religion to determine if I know what. I don't have religion. I just have history and magic. So yeah, could we guys do a straight reason test on the religion there? Okay.
Can I assist Scorch with my religion?
Oh,
Yeah,
you got
sure, I
religion?
think that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to just roll, or can I just get the +2, or how's that work?
Well, I might give you bad information, so let's see if I roll well enough to.
Yeah. Let's do it. Tier 3.
I didn't roll well. 5, 6. No, mine's a tier 1. So
Okay.
if anything, I gave you
It's a
I gave
bane.
you a bane.
It's a bane. Okay. My roll is also a tier 1.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was like I don't know
Huge.
anything. I don't know anything about how you
We
call
don't
them
know polder gods very well. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
saints. We call them heroes where I'm from. It doesn't really make any sense. Why, like, how can they be saints?
Yeah, right. I'll say, to be honest with you, I never met my mother. It's someone else named me Scorvith. I grew up in an arcanist enclave, and so I don't know much about Polder culture either. Just lucky I know Corsarian, to be honest with you. So
Yeah, I'm
maybe
going to be honest. Brindle River is not a real place. I just made that up, and he was like, "Yeah, absolutely. You've heard of us." So.
Oh, snap. Oh,
I think Andrew might have been trying to play along with me. But...
Either way works.
yeah.
I'm going to shift the camera to Aiden in the tailor shop.
So I have a
It
question
is,
before I go really quick.
Go ahead.
Does anyone else have a point of renown in the group?
We all got 1 point of renown from our initial rescue mission.
Okay, because I start with a point of renown.
So you're now at 2.
I'm at 2, and I think that is very interesting. So I think that. Or did you have something before I go?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think I walk into the tailor, and I think that my renown is kind of infamy. I think that there's a story about Aiden, but it doesn't use his name because most people don't really associate it with like a person, but the aftermath of various caravans going through the countryside of an old, kind of like a county, I guess you could call it, a just kind of plot of land, known as Kinnear, and that certain merchant caravans would go, and the only things that would be left are the bloody remains filling the carts. And I don't think that the tailor knows me for that, but I do think that the tailor is from my homeland. As I walk in with kind of just wiping some of the sweat out of my brow. And I step in and I look up, and I kind of like jerk my head back just a half step as I just go, Peter? Just like a town friend that I used to know as a kid.
He looks up at you. He was busy mending a stitch on some clothes, and his back was turned to you when you first walked in. As you walk in, he's about to turn. He says, "I'll be right with you." But when you say his name, he He freezes. And turns slowly. Is that Aiden?
Hey. That's
What in the
interesting.
devil are you doing here? And he just gets up quickly, rushes over to you, and just kind of holds you at arm's length by your
Hey.
shoulders.
Oh,
It
wow.
is so good to see you again.
Yeah. Wow. Hi. Oh.
Don't-
Oh my.
Just hi,
Um,
and he wraps his arm around your shoulders, to give you a slap on the back. Come,
yeah.
come, and he kind of
Thanks.
guides you into this shop.
Oh, it's been a while, and he just kind of like saunters in. And I think that for the remainder of the conversation, which we don't need to do in super depth, but I think that Aiden actually goes in a language that is not in Forge Steel, because it's Aiden specific, but in Canarian, in his motherland tongue, which I would equate to like very like Gaelic sounding, like a lot of like harsh, not harsh, but like kind of like the hard GH and very pronounced T's, kind of like breathy into the T. And I think he starts with just saying like, why are you out here? I mean, I had my
Matilda.
reasons for leaving, but well, that's fair, I guess.
I go where there's work, I suppose, and Broadhurst was in need of someone who could mend clothing, and so here I am.
Right. I guess follow where the work takes you. What? Sorry, it's been a few days. I don't know if you've been outside or if you were out in the earlier. What a right feckers they are.
Oh, I heard there was a commotion out there, but I try to keep my head low, you know.
Yeah.
It was
No, I don't blame you. I tried for years, but it didn't really work. Anyways,
I never had a chance to say a proper goodbye. It was a rather unexpected and sudden turn of events that landed me here in Broadhurst.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's probably better work here than back at home.
Are you okay? And he starts to look at you. My
Oh,
God, have you been bleeding?
Yeah, a bit.
And he goes and grabs some towels and some wet towels
Oh.
and starts to try and clean you up.
Times never change, huh? And as he kind of like awkwardly accepts the rags.
You know, it's funny seeing you here. It brings back so many memories.
Look, I just came for an outfit. Nothing to break the shop.
He pauses and pulls a wet towel from your face. Just for an outfit. We haven't seen each other in years, and you're here just for an outfit.
I mean, that's why I walked in the door, at least.
Fine. And he throws the wet towel to the floor.
Oh,
an outfit, you say? And he starts rummaging through hangers of clothes. It pulls one wildly off a hanger, throws it at you. How about a cloak then? Or no, how about this shirt? And continues basically ransacking his own shop to find you a piece of clothing.
I have some ideas in mind, and I'll cover that when Aiden leaves, when people come to get him. As Aiden works through the loose ideas that he has with an old friend.
All right. After this encounter with Broadhurst, Buckfeather, out in the town center, where would you guys like to go, the three of you?
I mean, I think Adaya just kind of planned on staying in that public space, looking as open and approachable as she can, drumming a little tune, making she's really just trying to like become known in the town as somebody who, oh, you can stop by and say hi. You know, she's playing some songs people who are out shopping might enjoy. If they're here to run their errands, get their equipment repaired, whatever it may be. She just wants to exist in the town for a bit.
As you start performing, you are drawing a small crowd of people, mainly the younger individuals, including the pair of young women that were in the tavern that first night when you arrived, and they were impressed with the fact that you were a musician. They're like front row center, right in front of you, listening, enraptured by your performance. There are others that will stop by and give you a flower or a small piece of a loaf of bread or something as a small token of their gratitude for saving Violet.
And Daya will try to redirect conversations to learning more about the people who are coming. She'll also ask, in particular, the two that are sticking around and listening as an audience, to like, oh, are there any local songs that I might not know them yet, but maybe I could learn them so I can play them for you? She really redirects into learning more. She's not even looking for information about the Gilded Hand or the texts of St. Griffin or anything. She's just trying to get to know the people here.
Okay. Can you make an intuition check for me, please?
Oh gosh, I'm bad at that, but sure. Could this be read person?
This will be an awareness check.
Awareness, okay, cool. I have -1 to this.
I believe in you.
It's a 7.
Okay. All right. You are so engrossed by the people that you're meeting. You're giving your full attention to them. You're completely present with them, and they appreciate that. How about Scorch and Corval? What are you guys doing?
I want to track down the Reeve, and I want to have a private conversation. Oh, not private like me and her, but like us and her, to see where she's at, you know? And I'll mention that to Corval, and I'll wait till Aiden comes back, and I'll mention it, and I'll say, hey, well, our Dywin is here kind of catching everyone's attention here. Maybe we can have a nice private conversation with the Reeve.
If you can track her down quickly, then fine. If not, I'm going straight back to the tavern.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's talk to her first, okay, Corval? I'm afraid that if we go to that tavern and if something goes down, I'd like to know for certain that she helped us by the well earlier, and she really stood up for us, and I want to make sure that she understands we appreciate it, and that if something were to happen here, I'd like to know that we have her approval, have her help, something. I'd like to know what her priorities are.
I do agree with you, Scorch. I think we have made ourselves very available for quite some time now, and if no one's going to approach us, then we need to start making moves.
Okay.
I agree. Let's see if we can find this Reeve. If she's a good Reeve, she'll be reaving.
Yeah,
It's probably
you have
about
no
that
problem.
time that Aiden steps over.
Sorry, go ahead, Aiden.
I was gonna say it's probably about that time that Aiden joins
And-
everyone else.
Aiden, that is quite an outfit change, my friend.
It's you see, like, he still has the like kind of brown green button up like underneath, but over it kind of like layered is almost like a flowing kind of like tunic that if it was a different design it would be a little too big, but because of the way that it folds over and is kind of cinched around the waist with this big like I forget the exact term, but it's like a very thick belt that goes around a few times and has a few like kind of satchels around it and a scabbard or just like a hole for the sword to like rest at the side. And it's kind of like white and like off-white with black pants that go down to the same kind of like knee-high boots that he's always had. And he just goes, yeah, I ran into a friend.
You can see his friend in the doorway as Aiden leaves us, rolling his eyes and slamming the door behind him.
I'll be back.
Your friend seemed a little upset, Aiden. What kind of a friend are we talking here?
Can I ask Scorch to make a presence check? Is that a thing I can do? You have like persuade or anything?
I mean, I'm happy to do it, but I think you got to make your decision on your own personally. But I'm happy to roll. I'll do it.
What tier does he need for you to answer?
Yeah.
Let's...
Yeah.
This is an easy, medium, or hard check.
This is definitely a medium check.
Straight presence. I got an 11. If you'll allow me the empathy skill, it is a tier 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll say, Master Jedi, it appears that your friend is a little upset.
And I think Aiden has like a half smile. He just goes, you know what? Get me a drink and then we'll talk. That feels more like a story shared for later.
What a coincidence. We were just heading over to the Ruffle Feather Inn. What was the name of that inn?
Featherbed Inn.
The Featherbed Inn. We were just heading to the Featherbed Inn, and hopefully they have stocked up the bar, because I think that we've all gotten a little road dust in our mouths, and we all deserve a little drink.
That sounds great.
All right.
Were you not going to the Reeves first? No.
I did, yeah. I mean, Scorch wants to do that, but I also kind of, I want to honor what the rest of the group wants, and I feel like Corval and Aiden are both like kind of pulling in that direction, and so Scorch wants to honor that, and he's, Scorch, I would say, as much as he knows he's the smartest guy in the room, he also is he likes to be careful about telling other people what to do too much.
Okay.
For that reason.
And Ardea, when you see your three friends kind of regroup, you see Aiden's new threads, and it looks like they're heading back to the Featherbed Inn. Do you want to join them or just take it?
Oh, that's tough because I, Rosie, want to roleplay with my fellow players. However, I think Daya's priority right now really is like getting to know the townsfolk. She wants to know who's cheating on who. She wants to just become integrated in the community. She wants to learn local stories, local legends, that kind of thing right now. And I think she's of the opinion that business is done for the day at this point. We rescued a lot. We saved a life. That's like our one daily life saved. We already did that, you guys.
Yeah, one per day. One per day.
One per day.
To stave off the curse.
Curse. You gotta tell me what your complication is at some point.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that curse that we were cursed with when you accidentally let those baby griffins die.
Oh, truly. I think she would look at them and like her ears twitch in a way of like, am I coming with? Are we still working, or?
I think I don't plan on doing anything too strenuous for the rest of today, but I think sharing some stories might be nice.
Corvo will say is
She
like,
can do
well,
this in the inn.
Corvo will say, yeah, like bring the crowd if you want to.
Yeah, we could do this at the inn.
All right.
She
Yeah,
is
you're-
nosy, and if her big bat ears caught wind that Aiden might be sharing backstory, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming."
All right. So you guys, you have a little gaggle of groupies following you now, Ardeoin, as you make your way across the town square.
That's
as the
awesome.
four of you, as the four of you do that, you do notice, glancing back at the Church of St. Griffin, there is now standing there that dwarf,
Oh, God.
just kind of standing by the door.
Oh. I just looked at Corval.
Didn't that guy threaten one of our lives earlier? Am I
Yeah,
remembering that right?
I think it was
That's
me.
it was the dwarf that pushed down Aiden.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Well,
that was
Harold gave me Harold gave me a shove, and
Oh,
then the
it's Harold
dwarf
that
was
shoved.
basically like, "Oh, I'll kill you" or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something meathead phrase. Although, can you call them meatheads?
Stone meat.
Rockheads?
Stoneheads? Yeah,
Rockheads.
Stone-
Rockhead sounds right.
I like that.
I give him the same look of disapproval that I gave to Gus earlier as we go past, but do nothing else.
All right.
Well, my intentions are if anybody from the Gilded Hand is at the tavern, great. If not, I'm gonna leave anyways, and then we can go talk to that guy. So
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He just watches you pass by, leaning on his great maul. And you make your way back to the Featherbed Inn. Inside, you see a small crowd. I'll say it's about noon time now. The lunch crowd is coming in. But there is no sign of any of the other members of the Gilded Hand at this time.
I take a corner booth. It's lunchtime. Do they have like a lunch specials menu or?
Sure do. And of course, you guys are eating on the house for your great deeds. And there is a crowd kind of gathered around you. So if you want to tell your story, Aiden, you're going to have a little bit of a crowd.
oh god.
It's okay if you don't want to. I understand that it's personal. I do feel that we should be. Oh, thank you so much. What are we just going to continue to interrogate if we decide to talk more with the Golden Hand? Like, why are we seeking them out, Coraval, right now?
Because they are the lead suspects in the theft at the church.
That. I did think about directly asking Broadhurst about it, but I think it'd be better to ask the abbot if he asks the Golden Hand to help, or if this is the first time they're ever volunteering to help this village without demanding payment first up front.
I mean, are they? Have they? I don't know if they've even offered the abbot any kind of help. They just seem to be around.
Exactly. Their modus operandi up to this point has been to demand money up front before helping anyone. Why are they suddenly trying to solve this petty theft without payment?
Yeah, it sounds like it's low to hooey. I didn't believe him for a second when he said he was walking around investigating. You know? Did you believe him?
I can try to find out. You stay here, listen to Aiden's story. I've already heard it, and Corval will go upstairs.
Perfect.
We can go upstairs if you need to, Aiden. We can talk about it.
No,
upstairs.
this is fine. Honestly, this one is not too out there. No, it was just it's someone that I used to know when I was a lot younger, and I think, well, I had to leave town really fast, and I think he he kind of like sighs and drops his head a little bit.
Well,
He
he
says-
seemed upset with you, Aiden. I'm surprised he even sold you that outfit, to be honest with you. You must have really
Well,
really
here's the
helped
thing.
Grudge.
Is this one of those romantic things that people do
eh,
where like
just
is he
like-
mad because like he woke up and you weren't there, or
Is Aiden blushing? Am I dying when
Yeah.
Aiden blushing?
Yeah. Yep.
okay.
And he just like plants his face on the table.
I'll get him another drink.
You just hear like just muffled as he's just like face down in his arms. He's just like, I didn't think I'd have to deal with this again.
Why don't people where you're from travel around much? Why don't you meet people from your hometown more often?
It's kind of twofold. And he looks around and sees that a lot of the folks that are in the tavern, even the folks that are listening, are, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they're mostly like farming, like farm hands and like artisans, like people that work with their hands, like people that are, yeah, okay. I mean, for one, there's a big importance, family, and taking up what your dad gives you. But
What did your dad do for a living, Aiden?
we owned a farm.
Why didn't you stay on the farm?
And the other reason people don't leave is there's a lot of really rich folk that they tend to keep watch on the outside. They like really watching over us, I guess. At least that's how they'd put it. Not too many people really get to leave and make a name for themselves somewhere else.
Yeah, okay. We got that where I come from too. I get it.
Yeah.
But you're here now. What do you want to do about it?
Right now we probably something surrounded by something green. Get food.
Okay.
Like it's been a long yeah, it's been a long, and I think I just need a day.
I think that tailor got you all twisted up.
Do you want me to make his shoes wet when he wakes up?
No.
She'll piss in them. She'll piss right
no.
in them.
I'm not going to piss in them.
No, you don't need to. We don't
Really,
need to do
tree sap
anything,
is
right?
the answer. That's the best thing.
Oh. That never comes out.
Mm-hmm.
That will
As a-
never come out.
Three of you are discussing the best ways to make a man's shoes wet. Corval, you went upstairs. The way the Featherbed Inn is laid out, the rooms are all on the second floor. And as soon as you get up, the door to your room, it's almost like a dormitory style room that you are staying in with Scorch and Aiden. That's immediately to your right. But there's a long hallway that goes down to the left. And Ardea, when your room is little, ways down around the corner down that hallway. But at the far end of this hallway, you hear a raised voice, the voice of Harold. He's yelling at someone.
Can I, as quietly as possible, listen in?
You want to make your way down the hallway towards their room?
Yes, please. Is the door open?
From what you can tell, the door is. You can't see the door from here, but you can make your way down a little ways to get a better sense of what they're saying. I'm going to need you to make an agility roll though for me though. And I'll give you an edge just because of this situation. They're not really paying attention to you or know you're even there.
Thank you. Hey, that's a crit, which doesn't count for a skill, but that's a natural 19 for total. Natural 19 minus 1 plus 2.
All right.
Huge.
Now you don't know what room Harold is in, like which is his room. But you go all the way down to the far end of the hallway where there's a small T intersection, and off to your left, there's a door down there at the end of the hallway. And that's where the voice is. And you can clearly hear Harold saying, "Those fucking idiots. They have a goblin holed up in that church. I swear I am going to..." And you just hear him like smashing into things. And then you hear Mara's voice, calm. "Harold, sit the fuck down and shut up." And you hear him thud, presumably into a chair. And with a critical success, now that they're in normal voice tones, I will allow you to continue to hear the conversation.
Yes, please. I want to get as close as I can without giving myself away, just so I can hear them as clear as possible.
Now, unlike you, Harold, blustering about town, making enemies of everyone you meet, at least Ilwith here has proven herself useful and recovered the book for me. So please, go downstairs, get yourself a drink, and let me study this in peace. The both of you, get along now. You hear chairs scraping on wood.
Can I book it back to my room if it's on the way down? Yeah, I'll book it. I'll go into my room. I'll let them pass before I exit.
Okay. Yeah, you hear their footsteps, and you can hear Harold mumbling underneath his breath. "I'm gonna ring that little one, that little Polder. I'm gonna wring his fucking neck." And you can just hear Ilwith audibly sigh as they go down the stairs into the common room where the rest of you see them descend.
Is this all three of them?
No, it's just
the
Harold
two of
and
them,
Ilwith.
Okay.
Yeah. Once they've made their way downstairs, Corval will exit his room and head downstairs as well. And if our Diawin is still I don't know if everyone's listening to Aiden or if our Diawin is still putting on a performance.
I think a little bit of both, probably.
But Corval will saddle
You're muted,
next. Am I? Or Corval will saddle next to our Diawin and just kind of like, not seeing names, but just kind of glance at Ilwith and just be like, "The book."
Oh, I thought so. I'm disappointed. Do you... Hey, Corval, what languages do you speak aside from Kalian? Just out of curiosity.
Just Kaliak, which is the Orcish language.
Okay, damn. I do actually have other languages aside from Ylric, which is the Wood Elf one. I also have the High Elf one, but, she will, okay, we will take care of that when we Looks at the crowd. I need to run upstairs and refresh myself. Do you happen to... Oh, you have the key to the room. Come on, come on.
Intermission. Back to 15.
During the next respite, we'll work out like some hand signals.
Yeah, like she's once we have privacy, she'll be like, so do you think that they have it with them, or do you think that we can maybe get into their rooms?
I was hoping, since you made such a connection with Ilwith, you might even convince her to give it to us.
That's a good idea. I do not trust that we could do it with anybody else present.
That is true.
Especially not Harold.
Do you think you could search Ilwith's room without getting caught?
Well, I'm no shadow, but I do have hide and sneak. I cannot pick locks or anything of that sort, though.
We could ask Scorch. Polders can sink into the shadows pretty deftly.
Maybe it could be a team effort. Let's see if we can achieve it. It could also be a matter of distraction. Maybe I could distract while Scorch goes looking. Something like that. I'll run to the stairs and be like, Scorch, team meeting?
He'll look around and be like...
You look around and you see Harold glaring at you.
Hi,
And
Harold.
I'll God damn it.
I'll whisper to Scorch and just be like, "Don't worry, I'll go talk to him." And I stand up and I just go over to him.
Oh, that doesn't
Absolutely not.
Is
Absolutely
he like sitting
not.
at a table?
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Aiden,
Let him
you
cook.
too. Team
Let me
meeting. I
cook.
said team.
Oh, that's fine. Give me a moment.
Ilwith is sitting there with them, and she's just trying to tug him and trying to break his attention on you, Scorch.
Break
Leave
it
him
then.
alone. Just have your lunch, Harold.
I'll drift to the stairs towards Ardiawin while Aiden is walking over to Harold.
She
But then
looks
I
like
wanna-
she might be about to run over
Yeah,
and
no,
like intersect.
No, you know what I do? I just step up to the table and I just look at Harold in the eyes and I just go, this might make you feel better. And I just put a little bottle of it looks like honey on the table and I walk away.
Do I know what that is?
Yeah, it looks like honey is a honey substitute that's used in towns that don't have bees
You
anymore.
would know.
looks like honey.
You would know. It's honey.
It is honey. Okay, he just needs to
I'm
sweeten
just-
up a little bit.
I'm just fucking with him.
Yeah,
and
you
I
just
like
hear
just walk away.
as you turn away and walk away. You just hear a clatter of glass as it hits the floor.
And I just keep walking.
It's a waste of good honey.
All right, so you guys are back upstairs in the dormitory room for privacy.
I was right. I don't like it when I'm right sometimes. This is a case where I don't like being right. Corval, tell them what you told me.
So Ilwith was the one who took the book from the church. I heard
Yeah.
them talking about it from down the hall. We could either... She either
Can I
has...
check the door? Can I check the hallway really quick?
Yeah, you poke your head down the hallway. You can see clearly all the way down it. There's no one around.
Yeah, we're not speaking like too loudly or anything like that, but she either has the book on her or it's in her room. Her room. So we can either search the room. We could either search the room or see if we could, or we could try to convince Ilwith, since she was a little bit more inclined to listen to us, to hand it over, or at the very least tell us what the Gilded Hand wants with it.
Could be both. We could do both simultaneously. You said you heard. Did Corval say that he heard Mara up there, and we know that only Harold and
Yeah,
Ilwith were
Mara was
downstairs?
told them to leave the room so she could study the book.
Okay, so Mara has the book. I don't know. If Mara's looking over the book now, then it might just be seeing if we can pull away Ilwith and someone talk to her.
No. I think we can achieve that. I think it would be good for somebody to keep an eye out for when Mara leaves. To see if maybe we can get into the room. Do any of us know how to pick locks, though? Because I don't. So we would need to get the innkeep in on it.
No, we should keep an eye out for someone who can pick locks, maybe sometime over the next few weeks.
Yeah, this party would really works better with 5 people and not just one femme.
But if perhaps me, Scorch, and Aiden head downstairs. Well, actually, we all head downstairs. Keep an eye out for Mara. Aiden, myself, and Scorch can maybe distract Harold from Ilwith while you talk to her, Daya.
Absolutely. In fact, we might. I don't know. It depends on how smart he is. We can just speak our language instead of Killian. That is an option. So.
From what we've experienced, Harold isn't the brains of the outfit.
He is not. Oh.
Mara's the one we have to watch out for.
Yes. I'm going to head down.
Yeah, let's all
Want me to come with you? Okay.
I am going to very boldly flounce and sit directly at the table that Harold and Ilwith are both sitting at.
I'll sit with you.
When you go back down, Harold is no longer there, but Ilwith is.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, where'd he go?
Everything's easier or harder?
Where did he go?
Ilwith? You ask Ilwith that? She looks around nervously. I really shouldn't be talking to you. He's going to the church.
Okay. We saw, I'm switching to Ilric. We saw what's your dwarven companion's name, please?
Gorik.
Gorik. Sorry, Rosie needs to write that down because she's bad at proper nouns. We saw Gorik standing outside there earlier, and Bodorf claimed you were investigating the theft of the book, which I thought was a little bit concerning, seeing as I'm fairly certain the abbot hasn't paid up front for that help.
Oh. Bodorf is like that sometimes. He'll take the initiative, and he'll... Yeah, when he heard that there was a theft, he immediately got onto it and started... I mean, he's good at that kind of thing. And you can see her fidgeting with her ring.
Ilwith, why shouldn't you be talking to me?
I shouldn't be. Harold really doesn't like you, and if he found out I was talking to you, that would make things difficult.
I have opinions of Harold.
You know, he comes across strong, but he means well.
Ilwith, what can I do for you?
Nothing. But really, I just, there's so many eyes here, and I can't really talk to you. If word gets back to Harold or Mara, or any of them, in fact, then I'm already in enough trouble.
Why?
It's like I
know
told
you said Mara didn't like you. And actually she doesn't use Mara's name. She says the leader in her language, so that it's not recognizable that they're talking about her.
Yeah.
I understand that your leader didn't like you, didn't think that you were powerful, but why are you in trouble?
The only reason they invited me into the Gilded Hand was because of Harold. He vouched for me.
What did he tell them you could do for them?
I have certain talents.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's okay. I
I think I'm going to go back to my room.
Can you be down here at the same time as last night? Or maybe you could come to my room? I want to help you.
I'll try. Okay.
Scorch, as she stands up, Scorch has been looking at the ring. When she started fidgeting with it, knowing that she's a bit of a thief now, his whole kind of idea of her is a little different, knowing that she's got some sticky fingers. And so, is there anything about the ring that is interesting? Does it look like it's hers? Does it match the Woad Elf vibe?
No, the ring does not fit her at all. It hangs loose on her hand. It's amazing that she hasn't lost it already. You go ahead and make a roll for me. Maybe a reason?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. That's a tier 1, unfortunately. And I, instead of taking jewelry skills, I did take tailoring. So that's why Aiden likes me so much.
All right. So you notice it is out of place. It just seems odd that she's wearing such a ring. It clearly does not belong to her. And it is quite an exquisite piece.
He'll kind of, file that away in his brain. Scorch will actually, when she gets up and goes to her, saying she's going to go to her room, this is a conversation with those two. Scorch is going to stand up and walk out of the tavern, actually, and kind of walk around the corner outside, and does he have an idea of what room Ilwith is staying at?
You saw her go leave from it when
right. That's what I'm
the first
thinking.
time.
Yeah, she is at the far other end of the inn from you. There's a long hallway that kind of runs the length of it, and she's. He's gonna walk to the edge of where he thinks she might have a window, and he's gonna look around to see if anyone is watching. Go ahead and make an intuition check for me.
I do have alertness.
Yep. Go ahead and add that.
Okay, that's tier 1.
Oh my gosh. Cannot wait.
The real dice aren't helping me any better than the fake dice.
Right. Coast is absolutely clear.
The solution is more dice, Greg.
Yeah, I agree. Scorch is going to teleport to her window.
Okay.
And if either the shutters are open or the shutters are closed.
I'm going to flip a coin here to see if they're open or closed. Odds are open.
As long as I'm not the one rolling, I'm happy.
They are open.
All right. So yeah, I'll kind of just a light on her yonder windowsill.
You notice the window itself is actually even open a crack. Just let reason.
This inn is fancy. It's got glass. Okay. Perfect. So I'll appear inside of the room, if I'm able to. I mean, you tell me, in terms of the angles, and I do need to pretty much see where I'm going. I'm assuming.
It is a corner room, and so there are 2 windows, one on each side of that corner.
Okay.
Outside corner. When you look in, you do see a double bed, a small chest, a door on the other side which leads into the hallway. Clothes kind of strewn about, but that's it.
Yeah, okay. Does it look like she's staying in here by herself, or does it look like she's sharing it with Harold?
You can see his clothes here. They're sharing the room.
Okay. I'm gonna find a dark corner, and I'm gonna shadow meld into the corner.
All right.
Okay, and I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till she comes in and then kind of see if she comes in by herself. If you want to cut to everyone else for a couple minutes while we're waiting, that's fine. But it's up to you. You're the guy.
The rest of you see Gorveth leave the tavern. Nothing suspicious there. But what do you guys want to do?
We really will need to sit him down and just see what he gets up to.
I pretended like I was taking a phone call when I left.
Phones aren't a thing, Scorch.
I will. Corval will sit with Aiden for a second and just be like, "Did you know someone your home was here?"
No, I had no idea. I had no idea.
Will this be a problem?
No, I can't imagine. I can't imagine so. No, I mean, I knew him when we were kids. And I say kids, like 13, 14. And he's maybe a bit of a loudmouth, but no, he doesn't really cause trouble. He kept me from trouble for a while, so no, I think it'll be fine. I'd be more concerned if kind of gets a little quiet and he just says, I'd be more concerned if someone started to recognize me and I didn't know them. But because I know, yeah, he's fine.
Well, if you are seeking any type of redemption out here, Aiden, maybe I can be there too for this. We could talk to them and maybe set things straight.
He's not the person I need to talk to for he's not the person I need to talk to for something like that. He's
Baby
just,
steps.
Yeah.
And Corval will just like pat Aiden's back with like the tattooed hand and get up and get us some more drinks.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Ardeoin, you are staying down below too?
I think so, yes. Primarily to keep an eye out. I'm keeping an ear out in particular for any yelling upstairs that might sound like a polder friend. Because I have suspicions. Daya is very bothered by that conversation, and all she has it in her right now is to wait to be able to either for the party members that are with her right now to be like, okay, let's go to the church and see what's going on since Morrow is headed there. Or to be late night, so she can maybe try to talk to Ilwith again. Those are kind of her two options right now. So,
All right.
All right.
Back upstairs.
Do we want to head? Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Is there something?
No. I was just gonna ask a question about that. We could come back around to it.
Okay. So back upstairs, Scorch, you have shadow melded into a wall, a dark wall within Ilwith's and Harold's room. You hear a key at the latch. The door opens, and Ilwith enters, closing and locking the door behind her. She moves to her bed for a moment, lets out a deep sigh, and just kind of flops on the bed. And begins to cry.
I immediately regret this decision. Scorch is feeling very uncomfortable now, and he's like, "Well, that tells me something. At least he thinks to himself." So she's got some guilt. That's good. Guilt is good. But he's like, "Do I pop out? Do I talk to her? That's probably the wrong move. I think I'm just gonna stay put." He's gonna stay put. He's gonna stay put. He'll be here as long as
just no thought beyond this moment.
Yeah. Like this is the reason I rarely
Can
use.
I ask what was
ability.
Scorch's mental picture of what was going to happen?
He didn't have
this.
one. He just decided to go up there and hide for a little bit, and if she basically hoping that she like came in and had a conversation with somebody, or came in and left, so he could search the room a little bit. Now that he's in this position, he's immediately regretting it, and he's thinking to himself,
Yeah.
"Smartest polder in the room, huh?"
So she begins to disrobe.
He's averting his gaze as a gentleman does.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah. And crawls into bed. This is the middle of the day, but she...
I was just gonna say it's like noon. What Ilwith?
Yeah.
Oh, Ilwith, she's taking a nap at noon.
We're
That's
pretty
fine.
nocturnal. This feels.
That's fine. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. He's made his decision, and now he must live with it.
All right. So you wait as Ilwith proceeds to try to fall asleep. Catch the
once
the
her
sob.
breathing starts to get a little even, and he thinks that she's asleep, he'll come out. So as long as it takes.
All right. So the rest of you, Scorch is gone for a bit. He's
Should we all assume he went to the church? We should go to the church, right?
Probably.
okay. So the three of you.
No, I would stay behind. I don't have that much confidence.
Can I spend a hero token to say that I gave our Dioin our famous little maneuver there as I walked out?
Well, I think Diane
Just letting her know
knows
that
enough
I'm gonna make a
about-
play here.
I think we know enough about how we operate as a group that she knows that if you were going to the church, you would have said, "All right, let's go check out the church. Let's go check in on how Gus is doing," something like that. So she's pretty confident you didn't
That's true.
go to the church.
Yeah, but it's fine. I can always catch up later. It's you know, if I'm out there on a fact-finding mission, I'll show up eventually with some facts.
She's gonna stay here and listen for screaming.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
All right. You're gonna hang out, but Aiden and Corval, you're gonna go to the church.
I'll accompany you to the church.
Yeah, we gotta see what they're up to over there.
So back at the church, you still see Gork standing outside. He sees the two of you approaching, steps in your way, blocking the doorway.
Are you going to prevent a holy man from entering a place of worship?
There's business going on inside. You'll just have to wait.
Oh no.
I'd like to be a part of that business.
Wait, that's not going to happen, friend.
Ooh.
You can't stop both of us.
As he lifts up his maul off the ground. Oh, really? Do you want to test that theory?
Oh, do I?
Still need your respite, guys.
I know.
We can't respite in a place where there's danger, and these guys are everywhere.
Scorch is taking his respite.
No, this is the game. If we risp it, then the bad guys get move forward, and we can't let that happen with these particular
God.
folks.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm just gonna try to get past the dwarf. I'm just gonna try to shove him aside.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would help you out.
All right. I'm going to say, with that action, we're going to draw steel.
Ooh. Just the three of us?
Just the three of you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I did not go. It's the two of
I know. It's two and then the one of
Okay.
yeah.
You can take him.
Takes three to tango.
I think we could take him. I mean,
All right,
hey,
who wants to roll the initiative?
I think it's Corval.
Yeah, I think it's me.
Oh, dude. No armor,
Yeah.
no sword.
That is a 9, so we go first.
All right.
All right.
So-
So,
All right.
I think Corval will go first in this moment.
Yeah.
Right, Aiden?
I will say, quick question, because
Mhm.
I have been teeing up a bunch of stuff to basically change my kit from mountain, which is like heavy armor, big weapon, to spell sword. Should I make that change now because I'm not wearing my mountain armor and just like not have my spell sword, like the action that I get from it?
We can spend a hero token on it if you need to be bribed, Andrew.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. I'll allow that.
Yay.
Okay. Let me just do that really quick. Because I will say, I'm going to lose some hit points. But I'm okay with that. Kit. Choose a kit.
So Corval, did you want to go first then?
Yeah, so I think you should probably go first just based on what's going on here, too.
Yeah.
He
I'll
is
go
totally
first.
blocking the doorway.
I will roll for piety.
Okay.
I got a 2, which puts me at 7 piety. I am going to use... Yes. I'm going to use a maneuver for Faith is our armor.
Okay.
This will cost me 5 piety. So that's... Let's do... So both me and Aiden are going to gain 10 temporary stamina.
Wow.
Oh, shit. You said 10?
10, yeah.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna attempt to a knockback maneuver on on the dwarf fury. See how well this works out for me. Oh wait, no, that's a
Okay.
maneuver. So that's a maneuver. I can't do that. So instead,
You can swap an action for a maneuver. You can do 2 maneuvers.
that is true. Let's see if I got something better though. Oh, I actually don't have enough pie to do that anymore. So yeah, I'll stick with the knockback, and I'll try to get him out the way. All right, that's not bad. I believe that's with my might, so that'd be a 16 plus 1, 17. So tier 3.
Tier 3 on a knockback.
Yeah, which is I don't have anything special for that, so I think it's just a standard knockback, which I don't know how much spaces that is. 3 spaces.
Also, remind me, we're starting with 5 victories right now, right?
You
Yeah.
are starting with 5 victories, yeah.
Great.
And I'm starting with
Okay.
5 malice.
Yes.
So yeah,
Alright.
if I can, I know he's probably stable as hell, but I'll try to knock him back as much as I can, just like to the side of the doorway.
He has 3 stability.
So
He's not going anywhere.
Huge.
I guess he wins that argument.
All right. And as you try and push him, with that tier 3 success, he's still unable to budge this small mountain of a dwarf. He will go now and he'll just take like the palm of his hand. He's still holding them all with one hand, and he's just going to shove you back. He's going to try the same maneuver on you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That's a critical.
Unfortunate.
That is a critical. So you're going to take on a knockback. Is there damage? I can't recall.
I do not.
No,
I don't
believe
think
so.
so. Not
No.
unless
Just
he gets
push.
pushed into an object.
Tier 3 is
Yeah.
3 spaces.
Yeah, just so he'll push you 3 spaces.
I have stability 2, so he pushes me 1 space.
All right. So he pushes you back, and as he does so, he just like he's got this toothy grin, and he just try that again. And he looks over at you, Aiden, and he just kind of gives you a.
All right. I'm gonna do a little more than shove him. So, I have no weapon, but luckily, Aiden doesn't really need it right now. So I'm gonna use my maneuver to judge him as the hand around that's like has the hand that's holding the maul from like the inside of the palm stretching out down the wrist, like small black and red briars like wrap around the hand. As I kind of look at him, and I'm gonna rush up and I'm gonna use my 5-point ability arrest
Oh.
as I go to grab him. All right,
Does this do damage at all?
it does.
I'm gonna give you if you're rolling for it, I'm gonna give you a word of guidance to give you an edge.
That's awesome because I rolled a 13 on the die, plus 2 from my thing, plus the edge makes it 17, which is a tier 3 success. Which means that I deal 17 holy damage, and they are grabbed. And if they try to attack one of us while I have them grabbed, I can make it target someone different. So I kind
Meaning
of
you can redirect his attack.
I can redirect his attack to someone else. And so I just lock eyes. It's a him, right? Him on
Yep.
the
Yep.
dwarf. Okay. I lock eyes with him, and that like bramble kind of grows on the hand, and he like looks down, and when he looks back up, I'm darting towards him way faster than I used to be, and I just like pin him up against the wall. And it's not even the shove that like does the damage, but it's just having my hand like across the clavicle. Basically, it just starts to sear and burn into the stone flesh. Aiden doesn't even say anything. He just all of the amount of joy and jovial presence that he has allowed himself to have is gone, and he is fully ready to paint the wall of this church in whatever blood dwarves bleed.
All right. Is
I
that
also
grab?
I got 2 extra piety from the holy damage, so this is not the duo you want to be up against.
Jeez. So the grab effect is that end of turn or until he makes a save?
He has to use a
It
maneuver
just
to
says
escape the grab.
He has to use a
It's
maneuver, to escape the grab.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So with him grabbed, it is the next turn. Who wants to go? It's your side again.
I mean, if you want to start it again, that's cool with me.
Is it? Or do we want to knock him out, or do we want to just move him out the way? What do you think?
I am ready to kill this man. I am ready to kill him.
You know what? Fair enough. I'm going to roll.
I am
I'm gonna take my
tired
turn.
of these people taking advantage of this town and us. And
enough.
honestly,
I will take my turn.
yeah.
So I'll roll for piety. I get 2 more. And then I'm going to spend 5 of that piety for Judgment's Hammer.
Checks out.
Since he knocked me back a space, I can do a ranged attack on him. That's 12 plus 2 is 14 for tier 2. He's going to take 8 holy damage. And if his agility is less than 1, he is also prone.
No, he's 1 exactly.
Okay, so he's not prone, but he'll take 8 holy damage.
All right.
And then as a maneuver, aid attack is a maneuver, right?
Yes, it is.
Then I would like to aid Aiden's next attack. If I have to move closer to him, I will. But I'll use my maneuver for aid attack for Aiden.
All right. So you basically have to be next to him now, so he can strike both of you if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
So he will use his maneuver to escape this grab.
Okay.
I will also be spending.
Because I think he has to
Some
roll
malice.
to escape the grab as well.
Yeah.
He does. It's 2d10 plus might or agility.
All right. And target
I
is
forgot the whole thing.
a tier. Okay, that's another critical.
Okay.
So-
Wow.
Yep. Then he's no longer
Wow.
grabbed. Tier 1 is it doesn't work. Tier 2 is it you get out, but Aiden got a free strike, and Tier 3 is you just
Yeah.
get out.
Yeah.
All right. So he gets out, and he realizes that you guys are playing for keeps. So he's going to take his maul
Mhm.
and attack you. And I'm going to be spending some malice here. This is going to be a malicious strike with brutal impact.
All right. He's going to take 4 damage by using a main action while judged by me, by the way.
Okay.
4 more holy
Wow,
damage.
that's an 18.
On which one of
3.
us?
Both of you,
Oh, damn.
as he
Cool.
swings with his weapon. 2 creatures. That'll
Got
be 14, 15, 16 points of damage,
Okay.
and you're both pushed 3 squares back. As he swings, as he breaks free from these brambles, I think that were holding him, rips them off, they are flying off in shreds, and he raises his great maul and just takes it like a baseball bat and throws the 2 of you back with his swing.
All right.
And he just wipes the little bit of blood that maybe the brambles kind of cut on his arm, just kind of licks it. Come on, boys, let's play.
All right. Okay. It's my turn, right? Because you already went to Corval. All right.
Yep.
All right. Start my turn. I might just do the same thing.
Oh, sorry. He also gets a free strike on the 2 of you because of his overwhelm ability.
Okay.
So you guys will take
Okay.
another 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Well,
Cool.
this does take into account my complication, which is Wrathful Spirit. In combat, whenever a creature makes a strike against you and you are not taunted, which I was not, you are taunted by that creature until the end of your next turn. I'll just additionally, whether in casual conversation or if you are involved in a negotiation, whenever a creature insults you, you must either spend a recovery or be compelled to reply with an insult. Just figured I'd put that on the table as well. But my benefit is that while you are taunted by a creature, you get an edge on strikes against that creature. Additionally, I can spend one heroic resource to have a double edge instead. So I am taunted to attack this person.
I can also give you an edge for free and turn that into a double edge. So
great. Awesome. So yeah, I have an edge against this person at all times. And I would like to.
I must say, we also each took an extra point of damage from the bloodbound bands.
Oh.
Since we were allowed to take those in. So.
That is true. That is true. How much health are you at? Are you at like a decent amount?
I'm at 12.
12. All right, I'm at 15. So
we
I'm
got
gonna go
one more recovery between the both of us.
I have one that I have been saving.
Well, then we have two because we have a pool.
Yes, we each have one. So I will.
You also get a D3 on your power rolls as he looks at you, and he's made you his rival. So you get an extra D3 on your power rolls, and he gets an extra D3 when attacking you.
Amazing.
Just gotta hit really hard, y'all.
Yeah, no, sorry. This feels so tense. I don't know which one to use. I'm just gonna try to arrest him again, partially because it does the most damage. Are you giving me a free edge?
Yes.
Great. So that is a double edge. Yeah, like a friggin' million. Yeah, that's like 24 or something. So that's a tier 3.
Was it a crit?
It was not a crit. No, I rolled a 9 and a 6 on the dice, and then a 5 on the D, or I guess it would be a 3 on the D3 because D6 is whatever. So that'd be 18 plus a friggin' million. Yeah, it's a tier 3.
It's a tier 3 result.
That's a
You have
tier
double
3.
edge.
So that's another 17 holy damage as I rush back in and grab him. And then I just want to pull him like a square or two away from the door. It's whatever movement I still have.
Okay.
And then I still have my maneuver. Unless you saying something? No? Okay. I will question for the Forged Steel people. Where do I find like the general maneuvers that every character has?
You can do 8 attack, but yeah, there's a menu, and if you go to the upper right, there's a menu to toggle. It's the under general. You just have to toggle it back on, basically. For
abilities. There we go. Yeah, I'll probably just 8 attack then. Because I can't really knock him back. Then yeah, I will 8 attack.
All right. He's gonna. It's his turn now. Is it? No, it's at top of the next round. So Corval, you can go again if you like.
Okay.
Quick question, Corval, did giving that edge to Aiden cost you any piety? Because if so, you didn't need to spend it. You used an 8 attack maneuver. He already had a double edge.
No, it didn't cost me anything. So.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I can give an edge. I can give an edge on any damage dealing ability as a triggered action for free, and then if I want to make it a double edge, I can spend piety for it.
Got it.
Yeah, the holy boys are dangerous.
Yep.
Yes, so I think as a main action, I'll use my signature move for Blessed Light. As I'll try to blast them. I'm staying 3 squares away from him. I'm going to do this. That is a natural 17 for 10 holy damage. And then an extra effect, I can give an ally within distance a number of surges equal to the tier outcome of the power roll. So I'm going to give Aiden 3 surges.
Wow.
Okay.
And then as a maneuver, I forgot to roll for piety. Let me do that too. But should we heal a little bit, Aiden? Do you want to both do? Should we each use this last recovery?
Yeah, sure.
So how about you and me both spend a recovery?
All right. So my recovery value is 9, which might.
So
be
I
higher than
also.
yours.
No, mine is 8. So yeah, we both get to do 9.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Great.
All right, and that was maneuver main action. Is there room for me to flank? Well, actually, no. There's no point to it anyways. We got edges all over the place.
Yeah, I'm alright.
So I'll stay where I'm at. So he'd have to move up to me to actually move
Which
away
he
from
can't
the door
'cause he's
to actually
grabbed.
attack me. But even if there's any possibility he escapes, and he'd have to come up to me and move away from the door to actually attack me.
Yeah.
So
He's already.
also,
I think Aiden already pulled him away from the door a couple squares. So you have, if you want to, you can go into the church.
So yeah, can I do that? Can I just like swing the doors wide open and make a headway into the church while still observing Aiden and not Boldorf, what's his face, Gorick?
Gorick.
Yep.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
Right. It is his turn now. He's going to turn to you, Aiden. His full attention is now on you. He says, "Let's tussle, pretty boy." And that's going to be tier 2 success. That's going to be 13 damage.
What kind of damage? Is it typed or is it just like physical?
Just as damage.
He's just
So
hitting me.
13 damage. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And what is your might?
My might is 2.
All right, so he does not grab you. All right, so that is his turn.
Great. He's still grabbed by me, and I just how hurt is he after we've hit him a few times? Is he like he's fine, or is he like taking a few hits?
You guys have done a total of 52 damage to him already.
Yeah.
He's bruised. He's hurt. He's still got a lot of fight in him.
Okay. All right. Then I just lean in towards him further. And I just say, I bet you met a few wealthy folk in your life. Didn't get that gilded name for nothing, huh? Did you say anything?
He just smiles. His teeth are a little bloody now, and just smiles back at you. There's this look of almost bloodlust in his eyes now. He's loving this. Win or lose, he's loving this.
Because I met him too. And I am going to...
By the way, Ryan, if this helps at all, the Bloodbound Band does increase your max stamina by 6.
Yeah, that helps.
Which would also increase your recovery value, because your recovery value is always a third of your max stamina.
Yeah, so it would have gotten, what, 2 more hit points back earlier?
Possibly.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Every little bit counts.
No,
Once
it
you find
does.
out how much damage you've done to him and he's still up, all of a sudden those numbers start to matter a little bit. We better start doing some maths.
Yeah. Then I will use your allies cannot save you. Which does
Let's
holy
hope
damage
not.
as well. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, well, anybody else
you
here
aided
sweating
my
because you know
attack earlier,
Harold is
right?
also here.
I can, if you're doing damage, I can give you as a triggered action. I can give you an edge.
That would be nice.
Do you need any more than that? Because I can spend a piety. to
No,
make you
I
edge.
have a permanent edge against this person. So that would be
And then that D3 for your rivals.
yeah, that's what I just rolled. So no, it's Just a tier 2, even with all the things. So that's 9 holy damage.
All right.
As I continue to sear into him.
Okay. Horrible.
And remember, you also
Lucky.
have surges. I gave you 3 surges.
Oh, I will use all of those, please. You gave me 3.
Yeah.
That's 6.
I will
6 more
burn
damage.
all 3 of those to add 6 damage to that. Thank you.
All right.
But that's my
You're
turn.
whittling him down. Done 67 points of damage to him already.
All right. All right, my turn. Let's see if we can throw. Let's see. Should I pray?
Mood.
Praying in another god's church. Interesting.
Listen, you really got to get these monotheistic ideas out of here, bestie.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if Grohl can hear me in another god's church. He doesn't not hear me.
You don't know.
I rolled a 2, so I don't get hurt, so I get another 3 piety,
That's good. That's good.
which puts me at 6 total now. Yeah, I will attempt. Yeah, that's not much. So I'm gonna do Blessed Light again. See if I can give Aiden some more surges.
That would be nice.
That is going to be a tier 2. Actually, no, wait. 9 plus. Oh, yeah, 12 plus 2. Yeah. Tier 2, so he's going to take 7 holy damage, and Aiden's going to get 2 surges.
Huge.
And then as a maneuver. Yeah, let's make this the rest of the night, folks. I'm going to use Faith as our armor again.
Oh, thank God.
You got to. You got to. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
It's only a tier 2, though, so we're only going to gain another 10 temporary stamina.
That's fine. that's
Every
that's
stamina counts.
Fine. Oh, God.
All right.
By the way, now that I'm inside the church, what do I see? Is there anything here in like the main room?
Yeah. You see Abbot Lorick pleading to Harold to put Gus down as he's holding Gus up.
Yeah, I think Corval is going to see that he's in tune with Abbot Lorick. He's just going to bellow out like, "Put him down!" as he's blasting into Gorick.
Well, now Harold has entered the fight. All right.
Better us than Gus.
That is going to be another tier 2 hit on you, Aiden. This is going to be 11 points of damage. And a push 2.
That's fine. Well, I have him grabbed. So does he like come with me? How does that work? Or does it break the
Great
grab?
question.
Yeah, it breaks.
Grab
it.
breaks. Okay.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Right, so, yeah, he's looking pretty bloodied now, but he's still smiling.
Okay. Great.
And he
Fine by
pushes
me.
you 2, and he'll use his movement to close that gap. He's moved away from the church now. He's kind of pushed you towards the town center, and he's just hefting his massive maul, and he's ready to crush you with it.
Yeah. Cool. I forget, where are we in initiative right now? Is it my turn?
Yes.
It is
if
your
that was-
turn.
Okay,
that's
great.
his turn, yeah.
Sick. There's no maneuver to like knock someone prone, right? Is that the thing?
I think there is. I think.
Yeah, I think the knockback maneuver can also knock prone, I believe.
Actually, I'm not seeing
But-
that here.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, you might
Strange.
be right. That means there isn't.
I don't think there is.
That's fine.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. then I will.
Oh, sorry. You
Yeah.
take another 5 points of damage since he pushed you.
Oh, great. Very cool. Very awesome and cool and great. Okay. Then I will. I'm just gonna keep trying to grab him, and then I'm actually going to pull him like back into the town square with me. And I'm just gonna shout out. I'm just gonna shout out. This is who they send. This is who the people that look down on you send, and parade them as heroes. And my arrest is going to be like grabbing by the lapels and just like slamming my head into theirs, which would normally be very not smart, as this person is made of stone. But like a slight kind of like wisp of like shadow and mist kind of almost like hardens in front as I just into the head.
I hope
Got
Aiden was
red
loud
spikes
enough to
on
hear.
his head too. So.
Good thing I have pagan magic. So with the various edges, it's a tier 2. Like one edge or two, it doesn't. Either way, it just hits 12, which is 13 holy damage, and I will use my 2 surges to bump that to 17 holy damage.
Okay. You guys have done 91 points of damage to him so far. And he's
Oh, you
still
bet
up.
we have.
I bet he's
and
only
yeah,
got
then
92.
Arrested and grabbed.
right.
And just do the various math. All right. I am all set. Trying to think if there's any other maneuvers. I don't think have we gotten any consumables in this adventure? I don't think so, right?
Not yet. No.
That's fine.
We're
All right.
scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Oh,
Listen,
actually,
we
I'm
might
sorry.
have 3 new player characters next week. Don't worry about it.
He's dealt damage to me. This is like the 3rd round, right?
Heat the Taylor.
Mathing.
I think this is round 4.
Round 4, then you're gonna add
Yeah.
8 more holy damage from him attacking me these past 2 turns that I did not
All right.
audibly shout out loud.
No. 99 points of damage on him.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
This is fine.
There is a scream in the courtyard in this town center as witnesses see this bloody battle unfolding in front of them. Ardeowen, you hear the screams from within the Featherbed Inn. People turn to look and rush to the windows to see what's happening. You will see Aiden being tossed back by this dwarf.
Wonderful. Has Scorch joined me yet?
Hopefully the scream didn't wake up the Ilwyn or Ilwith, because if it wakes her up, I'm like, oh, I came to get you. There's something going on. Come with me.
I'm going to
Yeah,
make
I mean,
a roll here to see if Ilwith wakes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wakes up.
Ilwith, I'm sorry to bother you. There's a scream outside. Come quick. Something's going on out there. Sorry
Make
for
a
entering
presence
your
check
room.
for me, please. Scorch.
Sorry for entering your room unbidden. Ooh,
She's
nice.
gonna
It's
shank Scorch.
It's an 8 and a 9. That's tier 3, baby.
Oh, thank God.
All right. She seems to forget about the fact that there is a strange polder in her room for a moment. She's sleeping.
There's
And
no time to talk. We have to go now.
she hears the screams and says, "What's happening?" She rushes to the door, realize the door is still locked on the inside, looks quickly back at you. Huh? Never mind.
Dio will explain later.
Don't think about it too hard.
well-
Don't think about it too hard.
We'll explain later, and then I'll run to the window and teleport down if I can. Although that's entirely up to you if I can teleport twice before I get another victory. It's a gray area rules wise, but it doesn't because it doesn't cost anything. It's just a maneuver.
You're all also
Yeah.
just doing it to be cool. So like,
Yeah.
mechanically.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow that. And as you teleport down and rush along the side of the building to the front, you just catch Aiden being tossed back by this last attack from this dwarf. You also see teleporting from the other corner room at the front of the building,
Oh shit.
Mara,
Oh.
as she blinks down into the courtyard and yells out, "Enough!" And that's where we'll end our session.
Oh.
Oh.
Quick steps, let's go. Choreography, your speed is increased. Scorch, we
Uh,
So
oh
That-
god.
we'll
Oh, it's
set
a
this up.
fine. Sorry. go ahead.
we'll set this up as a small little map. I'll have a proper battle map out for you guys to position you guys to see how
Ugh.
you guys fare.
It's a fine mess you've
My
gotten us
last
into,
note is that-
boys.
My last note is that yet again, Gorik is grappled by me. That was the last attack I did, is a grapple yet again.
chat. Remember for next week, the dwarf
Chat,
is
remember.
grabbed.
Grabbed.
I'll actually add that label to
Um,
him now so I don't forget.
And teetering on the edge of the well, I think, right?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
One good power chord, we'll get him in there.
Yeah.
All right, it's grabbed. Cool. Well,
Oh.
thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, guys. And we're actually going to take a little bit of a break over the Christmas holidays, but we will
Yay.
be back
Oh, that's right. Oh
In-
God.
January.
Yeah, you gotta wait for
And-
weeks.
And we'll have a new cast member when we come back too. Hopefully, tip the scales in this fight that's not looking too
Please.
good for.
I need to throw
Friend
something.
Aiden.
There's too many boys, they're getting too
I
rowdy.
need to
Yeah.
throw
Yep.
something.
Yep. That's very true.
Oh,
All right. Thank you so much, guys, and have a wonderful holiday season. And we'll see you back in the new year.
sweet.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Good times.